Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is my very first video here on my channel. Wanted to do an intro. I've been playing these old CODs, Black Ops especially, so I wanted to bring some fine range gameplay for you guys and talk over it. I've been inspired by different channels like BizBath and YLearn. They kind of do similar commentaries to this, so thought I'll bring my own take to it. I guess to introduce myself a little bit. I'm originally from São Paulo, Brazil. I moved to the U.S. when I was 17, and I think there's a lot of unique experiences there in its own that I can, bring to the channel and talk about with you guys. I'm also run a small business on this app called Turo. It's similar to Airbnb, but for cars essentially. We have 9 cars right now, and I've been doing it for a year and a half now. So, I want to share a little bit more about it too, because I want this, to be a place where if I were 18 or 19 and I listened to myself talk today, um, you give me a little bit of guidance. So I'm trying to be, like an older brother to myself in some ways. Um, so pretty exciting. I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is, in the making now for a few weeks, and excited to just be kicking off. This is my very first time doing a commentary, so be patient here because I know it's not going to be perfect, but other content that I want to bring to the channel is some of my lessons from being an athlete. I was a swimmer throughout my whole life up until a few years ago when I graduated from college, and I've been training jiu-jitsu for the last 2 years. So it's been pretty exciting as well. And I think jiu-jitsu is a great way, to have a challenging task and learn, with others about how to, behave under pressure essentially and not panic because, you're getting choked out pretty often and you just got to stop and think about what you're going to do instead of panicking. And I think there's a lot of lessons there similar to business. So the gym is also an integral part of my life. I train pretty much every day, like I have been doing for my whole life, and I think it's something that has helped me throughout my whole life. Um, I want to bring some lessons too from my fitness journey and just health in general, eating well. I want to talk a little bit more about relationships as well. I think there's a lot of learning there too from my part and some of the mistakes and lessons that I've learned. I'm only 24, but I think I've lived a pretty extensive life, if you want to say. I've lived in a few different countries growing up, so I've had a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of friends, so there's a lot of experience there that I think would be pretty cool to bring to the channel. This is, more of a project of that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's more of a creative pursuit, for myself. You can get a little monotonous in a day to day running the business and working, my tech sales job. So this is more of a creative outlet of sorts. And I play these games, I've been playing a few hours a day now for the last week or two since, I started watching BizBath and YLearn. So it's pretty cool that we can still play these games even though it's 15 years later. But, I want to make this channel to grow a community of people that are in their 20s or 30s and they're just trying to build, a business, or they're just trying to retire early, something I'm pretty, passionate about. So, expect to have some videos about that as well on personal finance. I've been super passionate about that as well. Just failures and successes, some of the things I wish I knew when I was younger, some of the risk taking I've done that I think has paid off, some of it that hasn't. Just focusing on long term growth, instead of short term wins is something that has been key for me this last year because I'm 24, it's not like I'm 18 anymore. I'm trying to build something lasting with this business, and also want to start an online business of sorts this year, and just kind of grow it so I can, take some of these lessons I've had from Turo and tech sales and apply it to an online business. And I'm excited to be starting this because I want to share with you guys too on how that's going. So, if you want to follow for some more strategies on how to grow a business, how to break into the corporate world, into sales for a software company, feel free to subscribe, drop a like, because I'll be talking about this a lot more these next few days.